Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
House for today's Citrus Conference game as Santa Fe College faces your Eastern Florida State College women's basketball team. And now please rise and wear your hats as we play the national anthem. Now it's time to meet the starting lineups for today's game. First, the visitors, Santa Fe College. At guard, 5'5"
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Eastern Florida State College, where tonight the Titans, they're back on their home floor as they get set to take on Santa Fe College in conference play. My name is Ethan Soria. Alongside me, Max Mesman, a fellow sportscasting student at Full Sail's Dan Patrick School of Sportscasting. I'll be your play-by-play commentator for the women's game tonight, and he'll be color commentary. We currently have two teams that know each other very well, Max.
Yes, sir.
The third time these squads will face off this season. Eastern Florida State enters the matchup 9-15 overall with a 4-8 conference mark, ranking them 5th in the Citrus Conference. For Santa Fe, they come into this throwdown 6-13, but they're currently one place behind Eastern Florida State in the Citrus Conference. They only won 2 of their past 11 conference matchups this season.
Yeah, that's not a recipe for success, especially when you're getting this late in the season and you're trying to make it to the postseason. But like you said, these are two teams that know each other very well. They've split the season series so far up until this point, with Santa Fe winning the first matchup on December 17th at home by a score of 65-46. But Eastern Florida State did win the last matchup by a score of 50-48 on January 10th at Santa Fe as well. This is the first matchup of the season they'll be playing at home for Eastern Florida State, and Eastern Florida State has also won the last couple of matchups between these two teams. They're 11-1 in the past 4 seasons.
So, Max, who do you believe is going to be the difference maker tonight for the Titans?
For the Titans, I gotta go with the main woman, Milica Lazarevic. She is averaging 16.1 points per game, and since coming back from a midseason injury, she has been balling out. Also leads the team in rebounding with 5.9 a game. This is actually the first time that she'll be playing against the Saints tonight, and she's missed the past 2 meetings, but she's had 23 in each of the past 4 games, and 5 times this season she's had 23, and she's made at least 2 3-pointers in each of the past 5 games, so look for her to be active beyond the arc.
Here we go. We have tip-off, Max, for the Saints. Who are you looking at today or tonight to stir up the trouble?
Well, it's the woman who got the tip. It's Zion McCray, number 3, the freshman point guard out of Gainesville, Florida. Right now she's averaging 13.4 a night, but also the last time that they played the Titans, she had her season high of 23.
Absolutely. We have a foul on the court already. We have Cruz going to the line for the Saints. See if she can knock these two down.
Yeah, foul on Bruna Da Silva, her first of the night, getting started early.
And she gets the first one to fall, getting the early points on the board for Santa Fe College.
Yeah, that's very commonplace for Castanon Cruz. She leads the team in free throw percentage at 85.7 coming into tonight.
She's also started 9 of the last 10 games for Santa Fe, so she's looking to get as many minutes as possible.
Full court pressure here from the Saints early on.
Parpar gets the inbound, kicks it back out to Strickland. She's surveying the floor. And for Strickland, she's averaging just 6.2 points per game, but she likes to move the rock, Max.
Absolutely. Strickland, who was coming off of the bench for a lot of the season, now getting her part in the starting role late in the season.
Strong drive by Lazarevic is no good. Santa Fe pushing the tempo. Here Anderson on the wing, kicks it back out.
That's good on-ball pressure by Parpara there to force it back out to the perimeter.
Castanon Cruz trying to run the offense. She kicks it back. They're moving the ball. They're trying to find some space, some separation on this tight defense that Eastern Florida State is playing on them.
Yeah, this 2-3 zone for the Titans is working right now.
Actually is. Forced Cruz into a very bad shot. Not sure if she really saw anything there, Max.
Yeah, she just heaved it up and hoped that it went in. You got to be really happy for Coach Zach Banks. Seeing your team being able to stay in that 2-3 pressure, I'm interested to see how long the Saints continue to use this full court pressure. That's 2 times they've done it, and the Titans have gotten it both times.
Absolutely. Strickland kicks it back out to Merkovich. No good. Rebound, Santa Fe. They have numbers on the drive, and it's good. That'll be Anaya Anderson, the sophomore guard, getting her first 2 points of the night.
Yeah, 1-on-none right there in the fast break for Anaya Anderson.
They're trapping, trying to get the ball out of these playmakers' hands.
Yeah, they're just trying to speed up the home team Titans right there, taking off their rhythm, which they haven't been able to do yet in terms of in the backcourt.
Yep, you mentioned that they're trying to speed up the mental process of Eastern Florida. I mean, they're not a team that scores a lot, but they score with consistency. Do you think that'll be the storyline for tonight, Max?
I think it will be a storyline, as we saw right there, a steal, scoop and score, if you will, by Bruna Da Silva passing it over to Lazarevic. But I think that these two teams, they have some of the most turnovers per game right now in the Citrus Conference, each with about 18 a night. And so I think whichever team can, have a good game offensively in terms of not turning the ball over will probably come out with the win.
That's a nice drive there by the freshman guard, Blanca Garcia. Here we go. Lazarevic with the right hand getting it off the glass.
That's a strong take right there by Millie Lazarevic. I mean, that's just what she does, especially if she's going up against a smaller guard like Zion McCray. That's barbecue chicken every time.
Yep, you see her staring down the freshman, Zion McRae. She kicks it out to Anderson. The ball movement here. 3-pointer. No good by Anderson. Eastern Florida State gets the rebound. That's Lazarevic pushing the rock.
It feels like the Saints are kind of settling right now. They got to find a way to get past that zone.
Absolutely. Papara took a 3, no good. If you're Eastern Florida State, how do you want to play the Saints defensively?
Oh, well, I mean, you got to do what you're doing right now. I know you're down right now 6-4, but I really like this 2-3 zone that they're in with and now switching into a 3-2, but not playing man-to-man, forcing them to make open shots. I think that's a good test against a team that shoots only 35% a night from the field, but they're making it right now.
Yeah, Caston and Cruz lit it up for 3 right before the timeout by Eastern Florida State. That was a timeout that they needed to get. You see Santa Fe starting to get on the run.
Absolutely. I mean, the Titans right now, they're just really not being able to score offensively. I actually like what I'm seeing from the defensive end, even though they're down 9-4. But I think offensively, they got to find a way to really get inside. That's what's working so far for them, and they need to stop settling for these long threes. Neither of these teams usually light it up from beyond the arc, or at least they don't light it up well, with both teams averaging about 30% from beyond the arc a night. And so I really think if you're Eastern Florida, you got to try and get Lazarevic and Merkovic both inside as their taller forwards and try and get in the paint and get easy buckets.
Absolutely. Timeout here by the Titans trying to, scheme up something against these shooters for Santa Fe. As we just seen Cruz, she's not really a three-point shooter, under 30% from the field. Like, do you feel like or players that aren't usually in these roles are going to have to step up tonight?
Absolutely. This is a game that, like I said, they've split the season series. The first time they played wasn't very close. Last time it came down to the wire with the Titans only winning by 2 points. And this is an important game for the Titans as they're trying to fight their way up to that top spot, possibly in the in the Citrus Conference before the postseason starts. They're still in the hunt right now if they can continue to build wins at the end of the season. Santa Fe, not really in the hunt right now, only 2-9 in the conference. And so they're trying to battle their way back and build some momentum late in the season. But this is going to be a very highly contested game, and players like Castanon Cruz for the Saints are going to have to step up.
Absolutely. Eastern Florida State, they kind of have a little substitution here. It looks, by the scope of things, they're trying to add some length on that defense.
Absolutely. Bringing in Queen Powell and the 6'3" freshman forward out of Whitby, Ontario. She'll play a lot, but she's not a big factor offensively, but she is a great rebounder.
Absolutely. They brung Santa Cruz off the bench early this game as Eastern Florida State break the press.
Yeah, Shadea Santa Cruz as well, the 5'9" sophomore guard out of Quito, Ecuador. She does score a lot offensively. She actually has at least 10 points in 5 of the last 6 games.
Absolutely insane production. It's kind of underrated if you're going into this Titan field house trying to scope out who do you want to lock your eye on.
Well, if you're the Saints, I mean, there are a lot of offensive producers, as you see right there, a foul down low. Good rebound by Queen Powell. That's what she does. But honestly, right now, you got to lock in on Ophir Parpara if you're the defense. She started every game that she's played this year and averaging 10.2 a night. Also a good rebounder, 5 a night. I feel like she is going to be a factor right now in this bench squad.
Inbound, Parpara, as soon as you said it, she gets the inbound and makes the easy layup and draws the foul.
Right on cue, Parpara, the sophomore guard out of Kirsaba, Israel, right there, gets inside and goes to work. And this is exactly what I said the Titans need to do. They're going up against the Saints team that, outside of big number 34, Melanie Francis, who is 6'5", tallest player in the game, they're a pretty undersized team. And so if you're the Titans, you got to get inside and get those easy buckets.
Yep. You can get them as easy as you can because Parpara, she's averaging over 11.5 points against Santa Fe this season. So that's somebody that the Saints must have tried the game plan coming into this one.
And we're seeing some early minutes from Angelina Spence, who usually gets plays sparingly, but she's getting some minutes early here. It's nice to see Coach Banks going deep in the bench early.
Absolutely. Zion McRae, screen up top. A little loose with the ball, and she gets the bump and the foul. That'll be on 13.
Looks like it'll be Angelina Spence, who just came
Angelina
in.
Spence.
Just came in the game. And now coming back in will be Merkovic. But that's what Zion McRae does. She has such a great handle with the ball, and unable to steal it away from there was Angelina Spence playing hard defense. But ultimately, McRae keeping with it and getting to the line.
She knocks down the first of 2 from the line, getting on the board.
Yeah, the Saints really taking advantage of their trips to the line right now, have not missed a free throw shot, and they're a 65% shooting team a night. And so this is really good to see if you're Coach Lowry.
Absolutely.
And another full court press here for the Saints.
Yep, Eastern Florida trying to get the rock down the court. Bruna De Silva on the wing. She's pushing. Finds Parpara.
She thought about it.
She thought wisely.
Oh, she had
Great
what
drive. But she couldn't get it to fall. The roll was not friendly there, Max.
Well, I was about to say, she had Santa Cruz wide open outside if she just looked up, but ultimately it wasn't a bad take. Almost got it to go, just toilet bowl rolled out of the rim, and now it's Saints ball.
Got a little basketball. Open three on the corner, right off the front edge of the rim. Eastern Florida State pushing. Finds Santa Cruz on the corner. Eastern Florida State, they're moving the rock, trying to find some type of separation from this tight defense. Santa Cruz, a little crossover. Parpara loads up. Three-pointer is good.
Over Parpara, the 32% shooter from beyond the arc of night, getting started early here. And there's a reason that she usually averages a good amount of points, like you said, against the Saints team.
Yep. From what I see, she seems to be their kryptonite. I mean, she has length and can shoot it from the arc. Three-pointer from Santa Fe, doesn't hit anything.
McRae trying to respond right there.
Bruna da Silva pushing up. Finds Markovich. Passing the rock around. It's the Titans, and it gets stripped away. That'll be Anderson pushing up. Oh, but it gets stolen by Santa Cruz.
What a play by Shadea.
Bruna da Silva wide open, no good from the arc. Rebound, Eastern Florida State.
And you see that tape on Shadea Lara Santa Cruz. I think that's one of the reasons why they're not really guarding her as much on the perimeter. She's not much of a threat right now as a shooter with her hand hurt, but she is still being a pest defensively as she has been all year.
Yep, that length can play parts in defense. Three-pointer by Santa Cruz, no good as the shot clock was winding down.
Great hustle there by Angelina Spence, but ultimately just threw it to the opposite team.
Up, they have numbers, and nope, off the backboard. That'll be no good from the freshman Zion McRae. She's taking a couple shots already, Max, trying to get in rhythm.
Yeah, I think McRae wanted the foul right there. Went in hard amongst the trees down low, but ultimately not getting a foul, and the Titans doing a good job of playing defense with their hands up.
Great screen here by the Titans. Errant pass by Santa Cruz.
Two-on-one.
She's the only one down there to help. Easy. You work on that type of stuff in practice, Max.
Yeah, that's Bush League right there. Able to really play in the moment and see that they're in the 2-on-1, playing slow and just passing it off and getting the wide open floater.
Angelina Spence with the rock. Finds Bruna da Silva, top of the key. Santa Cruz trying to facilitate. Bruna da Silva eyeing down the defense. She picks up her dribble. A little bit of an errant pass, but EFSC keeps it. Santa Cruz no good from the corner.
Yeah, right now the Titans not great from the field shooting-wise, just around 30%. And it looks like we actually got a double dribble.
Yep, double dribble on
right
the court
there.
here.
Mistake right there by Claudia Ordonez Cabello, the freshman point guard out of Sevilla, Spain.
Yep. You don't want to have too many of these turnovers.
Yeah, it's been a story of the game so far, especially for the Saints. They have 4 compared to the Titans 2. Feel like if you're a team, if you just keep the ball offensively and, get good shots, don't get the other team in transition, you should win. Saints up on the scoreboard early, though.
Looks like the Titans are kind of off balance here. They don't know where they want to go with the rock. I'm not sure if they're trying to get in a specific set, Max, but they look totally uncomfortable.
Yeah, they're out of rhythm that entire offensive set. You saw on the outside when Lazarevic was thinking about shooting it and then just didn't know where to go with the ball. Bad offensive set for the Titans. They got to regroup here as we come down towards the end of the first quarter.
Taylor Hackett working on Parpara. Tries to get one off the glass. No good.
I mean, if I'm the Saints, I know she's not usually a productive scorer, but I want to go to Melanie Francis. I mean, 6'5", you got to feel like she has some room to, score inside, as she's taller than everybody on the court.
Absolutely. That was great hustle there. Coming by Elena Larice. Pull up. Now, no good for the Titans. And Santa Fe, they're not pushing the rock. They have numbers. And the three-pointer is no good. But freshman Keston Cruz.
Yes, both of these teams still getting settled in, but right there, great pass in transition to the tall Angela Merkovic down low.
Yep, that was easy transition, getting the big down in there in space. Great ball movement here by Santa Fe. Crossover on the bigger defender. Let's see if Parpara can hang.
Yeah, I'd like to see them use some of these screens more.
Nailed by Lazarevic. They're pushing up, trying to get some momentum here. She's going all the way and gets the whistle.
A one-woman wrecking crew right there. Malicha Lazarevic going in there by herself. 1-on-3 basically, and almost got an and one coast to coast. I'll tell you what, the offense needs to run through her, averaging a little over 16 a night, more than any other player on the court for either team. She has to be the one they go to, especially when they don't know what they're doing offensively, which has looked like a couple times tonight.
Yep, looks like they're not really sure what exactly they want to get in. I want to mention that this will be Lazarevic's first time playing against Santa Fe.
Yes.
So I'm not sure if that may have played a part into their offensive scheme or however they want to play this Santa Fe defense.
Well, when you have a player like Lazarevic, there's not much you have to do, I feel like, if you're Coach Banks in terms of getting her, worked into the game. I think that she is the game plan for the Titans, or she should be, going up against a a Santa Fe team that, like I said, outside of Francis, is very undersized. Not another player above 5'10". She's 6'1", and so I feel like she should have a great game.
McRae with a strong take against De Silva. Couldn't get it to fall. And that'll be the end of period one. The women's basketball, Eastern Florida State versus Santa Fe College. Timeout on the floor.
Hello, friends. You know that you can count on WEFS-TV to provide programs that inform, inspire, and connect you with your community. But we can't do this alone. If you value independent, local, public television, please consider making a donation to WEFS-TV today. Every donation makes a difference, regardless of the size. Visit WEFSTV.org and click on the Donate button to make your donation. Thank you for supporting WEFS-TV, your community public television station.
Welcome back to the Titan Fieldhouse. Period number 2 underway. The Titans find themselves up only 1 point after they trail basically the entire first quarter, Max.
Yeah, it felt like Santa Fe was in control of this game, but Eastern Florida slowly crept back into it. One thing I really think is helping the Titans out is really their aggressiveness on the offensive boards. Right now, the Titans with 3 offensive rebounds, whereas the Saints have none. So every time Santa Fe is going down on the offensive end of the court for them, they are getting one-and-done shots, not getting second chances on the offensive end. And it's really, I think, wearing them down, honestly, is because, you keep going back and forth, up and down the court after missed shots. It eventually is going to make you naturally tired as a player. And so I think going into this second quarter, if you're Santa Fe and you're trying to get that lead back, I think you got to find a way to get some offensive boards against this Titans team.
Absolutely. That fatigue is nothing to play with, Max, as that usually leads to turnovers. And Santa Fe, they currently have 5 already. We start back action on the court. Great ball movement here by Santa Fe, trying to get some momentum. Picks up her dribble, gets it right back to McRae, down in the post, too hard off the glass.
Yeah, once again, another one-and-done possession right there, and not a great shot as well. I think the Santa Fe is kind of settling right now on the offensive end.
Yep, Santa Fe, they basically think they have the shot and just want to take it, whereas Eastern Florida State, as you see, they're surveying the court, trying to find the open shooter, excuse me.
Oh, great Great possession right here, just not able to finish right there. And that's been also the story for the Titans right now, shooting under 30%, worse than the Saints on the offensive end.
Santa Fe trying to slow it down. Isabella Spence passes it to Blanca Garcia, and there's a turnover. De Silva grabs it.
Another one caused by the Titans. This defense is ferocious.
Oh, and there's a foul on the court.
Yeah, it looks like that one's going to go on Taylor Hackett. And this Titans offense, it felt like for a while they were down in that first quarter, but it really felt like they weren't down, if you get what I'm saying. I mean, it feels like this Titans team, if they start hitting shots, they might blow this thing open.
Absolutely. You have a team that can't defend in the paint. Parpara looking like she's going to be a nightmare.
Yeah, Ofer Parpara having a night already, and it's just the second quarter already with a solid amount of points early on. 10 points already in this game. Chance to make it 11 at the line.
Yep, she scored at least 13 points in the last 5 games. So she's been on this scoring tear.
Yeah, Ofer Parpara, one of the leaders of this team as well. Only player to have played and started in every single game this season.
Ball movement here by Santa Fe. Drive. Sophomore. And Nia Anderson couldn't get it to fall. Lazarevic bringing it up for the Titans.
Yeah, that was some good footwork by Anderson inside. Just couldn't get it to fall once again. Saints have gone cold offensively.
De Silva kicks it out. Lazarevic thought about the three, didn't take it. That would have been a deep one.
A little miscommunication right there between Merkovic and Lazarevic.
Rebound, Eastern Florida. That's
another offensive board.
Parpara gets her own rebound. Looks like she's just playing bully ball down there.
And then just threw it away, but it will stay with the Titans. But that's 2 offensive boards right there on that one possession. Saints still with no offensive rebounds. I mean, the Titans, they're just cleaning the glass right now, and the Saints can't do anything about it. What a pass.
Great pass inside there by Strickland hitting. Excuse me with that. Merkovic.
Yeah, just a nice pass right there and a good cut by Merkovic right there. And you said it. There's a reason that Strickland has started to make her way into the starting lineup as she leads the team in assists. Showed a big reason why right there.
Absolutely. Bad take there by Santa Fe. They haven't really got anything started since this second period has gotten underway.
Yeah, they haven't scored in what feels like ages.
Mean take there by Lazarevic, but no good as she was covered by 2 defenders. Santa Fe bringing it up.
Yeah, would really like for Lazarevic on those takes to go high with the ball instead of just chucking it up from her hip. She's so much taller than every player out there.
Zion McRae forcing her shots this game, trying to get that hand, just see the ball go through the hoop. That's what it looks like, Max.
Yeah, McRae, I mean, she's a scorer, and scorers are going to find a way to score. And so right now, just trying to will her way anything towards the basket, and right there getting the foul call. And so she'll head to the line once again, where Santa Fe's gotten most of their production so far, 4 of 4 from the free throw line.
Oh, you jinxed it, Max. She misses it.
The old announcer's jinx. I'm sorry, Zion, because, maybe she heard me from up here, but, she is a 80% free throw shooter, so numbers say that she will make the second one, and she does.
Yep, she splits both free throws inbound to Santa Cruz, trying to push the pace.
Yeah, Shadea Lara Santa Cruz has played for the Ecuadorian national team multiple times, so she's very experienced, basically a pro player already.
And that'll be
it's going to be a legal screen right there. Queen Powell just moving her feet, not getting set on the offensive screen, and that's a turnover for the Titans now at 3 in the game.
And if you're the Titans, you don't want those to start building up. You find yourself only with a 4-point lead despite Santa Fe not being able to produce anything offensively.
Yeah, still have not made a field goal in this second quarter, and it won't start right there.
Great
Good block
defense
by Queen Powell.
Bruna De Silva running it up. Parpara gets inside, battling. Gets it to Powell. Back out there to Larice.
I mean, the difference in this
Spence.
game is the offense is one's settling, one's getting good shots like that.
Oh, great take by De Silva, but she couldn't get it to fall. Made the defender get out of balance.
Yeah, and I mean, once again, fighting for those offensive boards, and it will be a tie ball, and it will remain with the Titans, so count that. Even though in the stat sheet it won't count that as an offensive board, I count it in my sheet because right there, that's Angelina Spence coming into the game. Doesn't even averages 0.8 points a night, but able to get on the boards.
Powell able to grab that pass over the smaller defender, gets her own rebound, and it's good for the putback.
I mean, it's looking like the Titans are running with a bunch of Shaqs out there, and the Saints are running out there with a bunch of Steph Currys right now. The mismatch inside is just unfathomable.
It really is. It's paying dividends. As you can see, even offensively, Santa Fe can't get anything to get past these guys.
Yeah, the one thing that the Saints are forcing the Titans to do is foul a lot, getting into a little bit of foul trouble early on in this second quarter. But if you're the Saints, yeah, you gotta find something. I really feel like you gotta go through Melanie Francis. I understand she's has not scored in the first two meetings against the Titans, but averages 4.2 a night, and really I think she's the answer for this taller Titans team.
Great drive there by McRae. A little double team. Couldn't get it to fall. Papara.
Yeah, usually I would say go through Zion McRae, but with how good this Titans team is defending inside the paint, I don't know if that's the right take if you're this Saints team.
Yeah, Max, I can see a timeout coming pretty soon for Santa Fe.
Yeah, if you're Coach David Lowery, I don't like what I'm seeing from the Saints team, so I can only fathom what he's thinking.
Oh, and the air ball there.
Not a good shot right there by Grace Strickland, just settling, which, like I said, difference in the game so far. One offense, for the most part, hasn't been settling and has been finding good shots, whereas the other, in terms of the Santa Fe Saints, has really just been forcing up anything that they can. Whenever they get close to the rim, they're just chucking stuff up, and so they got to find a way to get open shots. Right now, 4 of 17 from the field, 23.5%. For Santa Fe, and yeah, there's that timeout you were talking about.
Absolutely. The offense is not working how expected. Coach has looking to draw up something for this Santa Fe offense, trying to get some production as they find themselves down 6 with a little under 5 minutes to go in period number 2. And we'll resume action in Titan Fieldhouse as both squads break the huddle. Santa Fe will inbound.
Yeah, and we were talking at the break. This Santa Fe team, it really, they haven't scored. They haven't made a shot from the field all second quarter. And I feel like, and once again, I'll say it. If I said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. Even though she's not usually a producer offensively, I feel like she has to be in this game. And that's Melanie Francis, although right there, Zion McRae. Shout out to her. I mean, the leader of this team all season, reason she leads them in points, assists, and three-point shooting, is she is just willing her way to the free throw line for a team that still, after this possession as well, has not made a shot from the field.
And that's just insane. In my opinion, getting most of their production from the charity stripe. Not sure if that's a recipe for success. I mean, at this point, you're just waiting for the Titans to get cooking and blow this one wide open, Max.
Yes, absolutely. You stole the words right out of my mouth. They're just waiting for the Titans to take over as another 2-for-2 Only one miss so far for Zion McCray from the free throw line. Only one miss for their team. And so really good outing right now from the charity strike. But like you said, they're just waiting for the Titans to start exploding. Right now only shooting a little under 30% offensively, but they're up by 4 and just, like you said, waiting to explode.
Lazarevic kicking it out to Larice. Back to Strickland. Lazarevic has it again, working on McCray. A little wild shot attempt there by Lazarevic, but she'll draw the foul and go to the line for 2.
But you see those long arms of Lazarevic just being able to snake their way through 2 defenders, and she almost made the layup. And so I feel like that's why you go through her. That's why she's your star player, the freshman guard/forward. She can play. She's got the size of a forward, but she's got the skills of a guard. And that's why they go through her and go into the free throw line here, where she is a 75% shooter on the year. That's the first.
Yep, she makes the first one. That versatility always seems to show up for this women's squad with Lazarevic really taking the torch as a freshman.
Yeah, I mean, you've seen her just really be able to bounce back from the injury in a way that you don't see from a lot of players. Actually has been playing better since the injury, and so it's really inspiring to see what Lazarevic is doing this year, and can't wait to see what she does next year.
Great ball movement. The ball is moving fast, zipping all around the court. Spence has it, taking the drive, tries to get it inside. It does, and she couldn't get the friendly roll.
But she will head to the line.
Yep, that'll be a foul on Lazarevic.
And that's Bianca Garcia heading to the free throw line. But, that actually is probably the best look at the basket Santa Fe's gotten all second quarter. On the low block, right side of the rim, and just unable to make it, and that's okay, because if you're the Saints, if you're getting those looks, you're only down by 6 right now, even though it feels like more.
Garcia hits the first of 2. Garcia, she hasn't really seen that many minutes playing for Santa Fe, but her production tonight will have to be key.
Yeah, that's huge from Garcia, too. Only a 31% shooter from the free throw line on the year. Making 2 right there. I mean, those numbers are going to bump up real quick.
Here we go, Santa Fe playing tight defense on Strickland.
You can hear Coach Lowry yelling pressure for Santa Fe, trying to get them to be physical against this Titans offense.
And Lazarevic gets her own rebound. I mean, what are they doing down there for Santa Fe? They need to block out if they hope to get some type of rhythm, some type of possession going. The 3 was no good there from Larice.
3-on-1
numbers. Here. McRae finally gets the ball to fall through the net without going to the free throw line.
Yes, I mean, you once again stole the words right out of my mouth. The first field goal for Santa Fe in the second quarter. And that's going to be a huge confidence boost, given the fact that you're only down by 2 after that bucket. And so Santa Fe is still in this thing very much. They just got to get more transition looks like that.
Lazarevic is feeling it. She was on the smaller defender, McRae, and she'll tally in 2 more.
Yeah, Lazarevic just putting that one up, almost flat-footed. She's now at 8 points right now, which is second on the team so far through this first half behind Parpara.
Up, almost an errant pass by Santa Fe. 3-pointer, top of the key, no good from the freshman Cabello.
But not a bad shot right there by Cabello. Had some space, top of the key, just couldn't make it.
And look at Lazarevic trying to push the pace, saying, you guys can't guard me in here. I'm going to take it every time. She kicks it back out.
2-on-1, 3-on-1, it doesn't matter. Lazarevic's going to get
look
her
at
shot.
Her go! Oh, my goodness. She's taking over this game. It's like whatever she wants, Max, she's going to get it.
It is an all-you-can-eat buffet for Lazarevic right now in the paint and in the mid-range.
Oh, McRae comes back with a heater from downtown. That's 3 points.
I mean, Zion McRae is basically Santa Fe's offense right now. 10 points now on the night.
Wide open triple, and Titans respond immediately.
And we've had more points in the last minute than we've had the whole second quarter. These teams are getting settled in, and I'm loving it.
Oh, yeah. That rock is getting hot over there.
Looks like that's going to be a foul on Elena Larice. her first of the game.
Santa Cruz will be subbed in her place, bringing some length onto the court for the Titans.
And now Zion McCray going out for the Saints. They're going to have to find somebody else to go through in terms of scoring, which right now I would say probably Bianca Garcia, only averaging 2.6 a night, but right now second in scoring for the Saints with 4 points.
As Spence gets the first free throw to drop, it rolls around, but it goes in there eventually. Let's see if she can get the second one to fall. Cut this lead down. Oh, nope. But
good rebound. First offensive board, by the way, for the Saints.
Nope, bad.
And just,
not really a bad shot there, but.
But Anaya Anderson right now is trying to will this team to an offensive score. 2 offensive rebounds in 1 possession.
Pump fake, drive, and she loses it. Anaya Anderson couldn't get her palms firmly on the ball there.
Even if she was able to grab that ball, I believe that would have been a double dribble. And so, but Anaya Anderson, still, you love to see that if you're Coach Lowry. First 2 offensive boards by the same player coming out of a timeout where you just subbed out your main scorer on offense in Zion McCray. So they're going to have to find a way to score on offense, and offensive rebounding is going to help that.
Lazarevic.
Under a minute to go.
Great pass down low to find Power. She saves it from going out of bounds. Lazarevic, top of the key. Oh, it's no good. And it'll be out of bounds.
Yeah, Queen Powell. Queen Powell just stepped on the line there, but if you're Queen Powell, I feel like you got to go up with that when you're down low. Not a bad look for Lazarevic, but she is 6'3", and she's on the shorter 5'9" Anaya Anderson. I feel like you got to go up inside.
Yeah, use that size advantage to, to make sure your team has any type of edge against this Santa Fe squad. Nia Anderson pulls up, and she hits it. No defense around her that time. I'm pretty sure the Titans thought she wasn't going to hit that.
Yeah, I mean, they said let her shoot, and she shot and she made it. And if the Saints are able to start knocking those down, it's going to be a quick comeback for the visiting team.
Lazarevic, under 3 seconds, has to put one up, and it's good at the buzzer. Talk about a heat check there for Lazarevic.
Heat check, and survey says it is good. Milica Lazarevic, 13 points in that first half, leads all scorers. And what a way to end that second quarter. After a defensive start, both of these teams start, going back and forth offensively, and we got a game.
We actually have a game here. We were discussing it after the first period, saying how this one might get out of hand for Santa Fe, but we have ourselves a 6-point ball game, and it's getting kind of chippy.
Absolutely. I mean, right now each team with 3 threes, but the difference right now from beyond the arc is that Santa Fe is 3 of 9, 33% from beyond the arc, whereas Eastern Florida is 3 of 14, which is 35% from beyond the arc. And so both of these teams starting to get going from distance. Right now, Santa Fe 7 turnovers, Titans 3. I'm telling you what, those offensive rebounds by Anaya Anderson were huge. Even though they didn't score on that possession, it showed that, hey, we can get some offensive boards too. We're not just going to let y'all size maul us if you're Eastern Florida. And so really good job by Santa Fe, staying the course, really calming the storm that was looking like the Titans were going to take over this game. And I'm interested to see what they do coming out in the second half.
Absolutely. The ball game is still up for grabs. Eastern Florida State up 6. It's 32-26 in Titan Field House. We have ourselves a ball game, folks.
Yes, sir. And yeah, I can't wait. In about 14 minutes, we'll be back for the second half. And just really heck of a game so far. 32-26, Eastern Florida.
Stay tuned.
Hosted by Mike Parsons.
Welcome to Titan Sports Time. I'm Mike Parsons, Director of Athletic Communications at Eastern Florida State College, and today I'm joined by men's basketball player Sean Register Jr. Welcome to the show, Sean.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
So I guess first of all, just kind of talk about the season. You guys are on a huge run in the conference.
Yeah.
How's it going so far?
I mean, it's going well. Like, even practices has been great every day since building up to it. And I just feel like ever since our loss, I say FSW, and just winning like six straight, I think. Yeah, and just we've been playing and practicing really well, bonding well together. So it's just we got to get these two this week for sure, yeah.
Yeah, a couple home games, so it's always important to get these, especially in the middle of conference, important to get these home games won. Big one Saturday against FSW. That'll be a huge game.
Yes,
ranked 21st now, so coming off the Daytona win, if we can get the FSW win, that just propels us even more.
Right, yeah. I mean, they're a really well team. I mean, they got some guys coming back, FSW. I mean, and then we have Santa Fe's Wednesday, who's really well, like really good teams in the conference. So it's big-time wins, but, like, we definitely need them, but we got it for sure.
Talk about your season. I mean, you seem like, especially right now, you're on a stretch of really good games. You probably don't notice too much, but it's been 4 straight with at least 23 and 8 straight with at least 21. When I tell you that, does that shock you? I mean, because I know you just playing.
Definitely for sure. It's definitely a blessing for sure, and just like all the work I put in the off season, just now, just with the coaching every day in the morning, afternoon, just all that, and just especially with my teammates too, setting me up with the ball and just going at it in practice every day. So like just all of it, but it's definitely a blessing for sure.
Talk about that work ethic, because I know after games you're the first person back out with the ball. You get shots in even after games.
Yeah.
Where does that kind of work ethic come from for you?
I say my dad, just like he's always telling me like if no one's in the gym, you gotta be in the gym, taking steps above people, and I just feel like I got to, like, if after practice I gotta shoot, then come back later to train my coach, or it's the opposite way. So just try and get as much work as I can, make sure your body's at the same time. But like you said, after the games, feel like something was off, I'll work on it, or even have an amazing game, just still get extra shots up just to feel better stuff. Yeah.
And now that we've played some conference games, I mean, these teams are all really good in this conference. How do you feel? I mean, your game playing inside, I mean, you're going against some of the biggest and the best that we have to offer here in the state.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. We got a lot of good bigs in this, forwards in this, state in the conference and stuff. But I'd say, like, we've been playing really small recently, so I had to adjust to that, definitely. But, like, I haven't minded it at all. It's definitely, a big challenge for sure, but, like, hasn't bothered me at all, no, for sure.
Talk about this team, because it really feels like the team is bonding and you guys are coming together at the right time as we head the second part of this conference season.
Yeah, I mean, you can definitely see it by our like win streak and just like practices and games, just how well we're playing together. I feel like at the start it's a little bumpy for us, but I feel like ever since break we just found it together, and just like I said, every day in practice we're in the gym. I feel like guys are in the gym more. Like, we're just closer on off the court. So I feel like I always tell them, like, if we're even off the court, let's go do something. Like, that can just help us, be together. And that helps you win games. So definitely need that for sure all the time, yeah.
What do you think is it just coming together a little bit more? But it does feel like, this group especially has really something special now. And no matter who we're playing, you feel good about your chances of getting a win that night.
I'd say, I mean, we had a couple meetings actually, like after our loss and stuff. So just that, like, guys saying what they had to say and just like stuff like that, I feel like we need. And just like, it's just unbelievable. Like, I'm really proud of the guys, like how like much everybody stepped up in their roles and just how well bonded we've been together. Like, I'm really happy for that. We just got to continue the rest of the season, especially we're at now in the season. You got 6 games left. Yeah. You got a state tournament. We're trying to make it a hutch. So we definitely got to keep stacking days together for sure. Yeah.
Talk about your typical day, because like you said, you're in the gym all the time. I know, you guys practice right around lunchtime.
Yeah. I usually just, we have practice, film and practice, and then sometimes lift. Then after that, I'll come back and train with one of our assistant coaches. And then at night, I'll come and shoot with one of our managers, or train again with our teammates, or just like shoot by myself. So like, I try to at least come in the gym like 2 times after and stuff, and just maybe get another lift in and stuff. So yeah, I just definitely credit the guys. Like, I can tell like we're always in the gym, all of us. So I feel like that just helps us too. So like, just doing that little stuff, for sure.
When you're in the gym, what do you work on? I mean, is there a plan, or is it just I'm getting up shots just to get that motion?
If I work out with my coach and like we look do everything, like everything. So if I do that, like I'll come back later and shoot like 300, 400, 500 threes on the gun, you know, or I have the manager rebound for me and I'll do like inside, outside stuff. So just stuff like that usually, yeah.
So you shoot a lot of threes at night, but during the game you really don't shoot a lot of threes.
I've been trying to like, you know, attempt more, but like, I mean, I'm gonna definitely try to attempt more, but like where we're at right now, you know, I'm not gonna force anything, but
no, 100%.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Talk about free throw shooting. You know, what do you work on, and how is that process when you're working on that at night?
Just like making stuff in a row. Like if I gotta make 10 in a row, 5 in a row, try 15. And if I'm at even 14, or I'm at 9, or I gotta restart. I feel like that helps me, and actually me and Yobi like do that a lot together. So like I'll shout to him, like, so just doing that, and I'll just say that, yeah.
That's a good one. He's shooting 90%.
Yeah.
That's a good one to be with.
Yes, it is, for sure. Definitely.
Well, like I said, 2 big games this week. Santa Fe, really good team, and then FSW, number 21 ranked. Talk about what you guys have to do to get those wins.
Just how we've been playing, you know, just our style of basketball. You know, we say just, like I'm going to keep saying this, just playing team basketball and being well bonded together and play really good team basketball, because these teams are really good teams. Santa Fe, especially FSW, so we just do what we do, you know. We got this for sure.
Well, thank you for joining us.
Thank you guys.
Wednesday, 7:30 p.m., Titan Fieldhouse, and then Saturday, once again, at 4 p.m. at Titan Fieldhouse. Come check us out. We'll see you next time on Titan Sports Time.
There's a lot of things you're good at. So what do you like to do that you want to do for the rest of your life?
And get paid.
At Eastern Florida State College, there's so many choices. With more than 100 career and technical programs to choose from, like aerospace and engineering technologies, aviation, welding, public safety, and more. There's definitely one you'll be good at. Learn at your own pace, in person, online, day or night.
What are you good at?
So come on, let's get started.
Yeah.
Hello, friends. You know that you can count on WEFS TV to provide programs that inform, inspire, and connect you with your community. But we can't do this alone. If you value independent, local public television, please consider making a donation to WEFS TV today. Every donation makes a difference, regardless of the size. Visit WEFSTV.org and click on the Donate button to make your donation. Thank you for supporting WEFS TV, your community public television station.
Welcome back to Titan Field House. It's Eastern Florida State College still taking on Santa Fe College. The Titans find themselves up 6 points after the first 2 periods. Man, it was looking really dire before that last period, Max, and it really is a tale of how Santa Fe is not able to make the most out of their rebounds or their second chance opportunities.
Well, you mentioned rebounds. For a while. They didn't have any rebounds offensively, at least. But, coming down later into that second quarter, even though they didn't score off of it, Anaya Anderson grabbing not 1 but 2 offensive boards, the only 2 they have all game after that free throw that was missed by, I believe it was Bianca Garcia. But really for Santa Fe, it's a player that's keeping them in the game right now, and that's Zion McCray. 10 points right now, 2 of 6 from the field, and 1 of 2 from 3. I'd like to see her try and actually spray it more from beyond the arc. She leads the team in three-point percentage coming in at about a little under 39%. And so I feel like if you're the Saints, you got to go through her. Then on the other side for the Titans, it's a story of really 2 players right now. Ofer Parpara, who has 10, and Milicia Lazarevic right now with 13. 4 of 10 from the field, 4 for 4 from the line, also 3 rebounds. I mean, she has just been taken over, especially towards the end of that second quarter.
Yeah, she's had her way with this defense. I mean, she's basically taller than, we was talking about, like 90% of their team. So it's like a size mismatch every time she's guarded.
Yeah, I mean, you look down low, they have 2, 6-footers, and we actually see them coming out in a different starting lineup, taking out Mulaney Francis, as we see a foul there. But in putting in Bianca Garcia, that's interesting because now she, as well as Merkovic, as well as the rest of their starting lineup, is as tall or taller than their entire team for the Titans.
Yeah, the Titans have the luxury of having, a size mismatch, as we was discussing over the break. And that's what you want if you're nursing a lead like this, being able to just play bully ball down there in the paint.
Yeah, and now after starting basically perfect from the free throw line, the Saints have missed 2 of their last 3 free throw shots right there at the line. It's Claudia Ordonez Cabello. She's able to get it back.
Yep, she hit the second one, splitting the free throws. Nia Strickland bringing it up for the Titans.
Yeah, but if I'm the Titans, I continue to work this paint, and we see right there inside. Oh,
almost got the and one. That's Parpara off the feed from Merkovic.
Yeah, and we talked about Parpara as one of those 3 with Strickland, De Silva, and Parpara. They're all 5'9", for this Eastern Florida team. So, the guards of their offense. But Parpara, the way she plays, she looks like she's 6 foot out there playing down low and, able to draw the foul. And now up to 12 points, and she's also on double-double watch. She's leading the team in 6 rebounds.
Yep, she's a walking double-double, basically for any given night she's on the court. She recorded her first 2 double-doubles this season, one against South Georgia Tech.
Yeah, now Zion McCray bringing the ball up the floor and really directing the offense, but I think she's the one they have to go through right now.
Yeah, that was a quick trigger pull there by Castanen Cruz.
It was an open shot, and that was definitely drawn up. She, didn't even think about it.
Bruna De Silva wide open in the corner. Looks like a defensive bust. Oh, Strickland couldn't grab the offensive board. Santa Fe has numbers. Couldn't get the easy layup to fall, but she hustled for the rebound. Titans will get the ball after jump.
Yeah, you just got to finish those right there. If you're Lorienez, Castanon Cruz, I mean, just inside right there, that's just a blown layup. I mean, there's no way around it, and that's been the story of the game as well for Santa Fe. They've started to get some good looks, but they just can't put them home. Right now shooting under 30% continuously.
Passes it down to the Parpar. She gets doubled. Merkovic lets it fly from 3 off the back of the rim. Rebound. McCray. She's pushing it up for Santa Fe.
Yeah, that's usually not the best idea to leave Merkovic open from 3, the best three-point shooter on this Titans team at 36%. Not able to make him pay right there.
Yep, McRae picking up her dribble, scanning, kicks it back out to Cruz. Shot clock under 10 now. They have to get something up. McRae kicks it out. Three-pointer, no good.
Strong
by the
rebound.
freshman Blanca Garcia.
And a strong rebound by De Silva right there. Once again, not giving the Saints a second chance on offense right now. Still no second chance points for the Saints.
Silva setting up the double screen. Nice. Oh, and she gets called for the travel there. It looked like she had to step on the defender, but she forgot to put the ball on the floor.
Yeah, she took a couple of steps without dribbling, and that is no bueno in basketball right there by Parpara. Rare mistake, rare miscue. That's only the 4th turnover for the Titans. You still got to be happy if you're Coach Zach Baines for a team that averages a little over 18 a night.
Spin move down low, working on this Eastern Florida State defense. Couldn't get it to go.
But I like that right there from Anaya Anderson. Able to use her nice footwork to get an open look at the basket, just can't finish.
There goes Lazarevich trying to get active, but she gets the foul.
It's going to be on Bianca Garcia. Her third of the night, so she's got to be careful here. Wouldn't be surprised if we see a sub from Coach Lowry.
Strickland inbounding, gets it to De Silva. Oh, and she's not able to get anything there on the take. Kicks it back out to De Silva, wide open, and she gets it to fall.
Soft shooting touch right there from De Silva. That ball basically just sat down inside the hoop right there. And Bruna De Silva, that's somebody you don't want to leave open. You definitely don't want to leave her open twice, and that's what they've done in the second half. She's going to make you pay.
Yep, it's only a matter of time for one of them to drop down as we see Cruz scanning, working on Lazarevich.
Yeah, this is an important possession for the visitors.
Oh, what a great pull-up shot off the back of the rim. It just falls in for Cruz.
Yeah, you talk about shooting touch for De Silva. How about that by Cruz? And now they got a second chance.
Yep, a little sloppy there by Lazarevich. Basically handed the ball over, but they'll get it right back as a travel is called on the freshman, Blanca Garcia.
Great transition defense, though, by the Titans. Grace Strickland just getting in front of the dribbling Bianca Garcia right there, and she wasn't able to find the pass and held onto the ball. Really good job of getting back.
Costly turnover. Strickland, free lane to the paint, but she'll find Santa Cruz. Great teamwork there. Could have took the shot by herself, but she's looking for her teammates.
Absolutely. There's a reason she leads their team in assists, and she has games with 10 and 12 assists. And now the Titans, with their first double-digit lead of the night, starting to take over.
First double-digit lead, max 39-29 with, a little over 6 minutes left to play.
Yeah, this is danger zone if you're Santa Fe right now. I mean, you're not hitting shots offensively, but once again, I still think they can find more open looks. Like I said, I usually, if you've, me and you have done a couple of broadcasts, and I'm usually not a fan of teams just chucking up threes, but Zion McCray leads your team in three-point shooting, and she's made 50% of her threes tonight. She's only shot 2. I want to see her. I mean, I understand that the Titans are thinking the same thing that I'm thinking, and they know that she's their main source of offensive production. And I feel like you got to try and get her some open looks, even though they're teeing off on her. And so that's what I'm looking for if you're Coach Lowry coming out of the timeout. If you're the Titans, I mean, you can do no wrong so far coming out into the second half offensively. I feel like they found something late in that second quarter, mainly being Milica Lazarevic, noticing that they can't really do anything about her inside or really any of their players. And so I feel like if you're the Titans, just keep pounding the paint, as right now you have 18 points, 10 more than what the Saints have in 8.
And we will resume action back on the court. Santa Fe will inbound.
Yeah, like I said, I want to see Zion McCray get some form of action right here.
They get the ball right to her coming off the inbound pass. Gets it to Cruz. She has a look, and it's too hard. No good.
Yeah, casting on Cruz. They're trying to get her going from beyond the arc, but it's just not working.
Parpara's filling it from 3. She'll get it to drop. Oh, for Parpara, making her presence known at the three-point line. Already over double digits.
Yeah, Parpara having a night right now. Now in the lead for most points with 15.
And pull up. Shot is good by Anderson. I mean, That's what she can do. She has lift of her own as Strickland gets in the lane and gets the friendly layup with the left hand.
But what a pass right there by Parpar to set up her teammate, who usually is the one that does the passing, but able to find Strickland inside in transition. Just great team basketball right now by the Titans.
Anderson working on Parpara. Picks up her dribble, kicks it back out, finds Cruz. Pull up. No good.
Yeah, it's a nice quick trigger shot by Castellon Cruz. She's able to get it up whenever she wants, but just not falling right now.
And Da Silva takes it all the way home, coast to coast, working on this Santa Fe defense. Not able to stop her.
And now the Titans with their largest lead of the night against this Santa Fe team.
Uh-oh, Max. I think they were looking to blow this one wide open.
And they're going to call a foul right there on Shadea Lara Santa Cruz. Getting a little too handsy right there, but if you're Coach Banks, you don't mind that. You're up 15, the most all night. And really, you don't want to give Zion McCray any comfortability going forward. Mainly, the main one that can hurt you right now.
Cabello will inbound for Santa Fe. Let's see if the Saints can get some momentum off of this inbound. Triple. No good as it rattles out. Anderson, that's a great look, but she couldn't get it to fall.
Yeah, you stole the words right out of my mouth once again. Anderson with a nice look, taking the shot, just couldn't get it to fall. Now this is almost a must stop for the Saints.
Silva tried to set up the double screen, but it doesn't work, and she turns the ball over. We see McCray pushing, working, double clutches, and it's good. She got her shot off over Santa Cruz.
Yeah, McCray's first points of the second half. We knew they were coming at some point, and right there, able to take it in herself and have the wherewithal to double clutch.
Da Silva from three, couldn't get it to fall. Rebound. Santa Cruz, look at that length getting their own offensive board. Lazarevic is here from three-pointer. And a timeout forced by the Saints. They are down big.
I mean, right there, if you're the defense, this is what offensive rebounds get you. That's going to add to the second chance points total right there. And that's, shout out Shadea Lara Santa Cruz. You know, not the tallest player out there. She's only 5'9", which seems to be the common height in this game. And instead getting up there and getting that rebound. And then Lazarevic, I mean, she can do no wrong in terms of shooting right now. She is 5 of 11 right now, almost 50%. Her and Parpar are looking like D. Wade and LeBron right there. Kobe and Shaq. 15 and 16, combining for 31 of their team's 49 points. I mean, they're the offense right now.
Yeah, they're literally combining for almost as much points as Santa Fe currently has. They have 33 points, and 2 players for the Titans have come close to that already. It's looking like this one might get out of hand for Santa Fe. Just what might they be discussing in this timeout, Max?
Well, they're actually starting to shoot a little better in the second half, but they just still, like, that hounding Titans defense. I know the Saints mascot is a dog, but the Titans are the ones hounding them on defense right now. And so if you're Santa Fe, you got to try and find some shots, I want to say on the outside, because really inside you have such a size mismatch that it's almost a tougher shot in the paint than it is beyond the arc.
Here we go, Aliyah Anderson looking like the coach wants the offense to move through her. She's been handling the rock primarily for these last few possessions. Rebound by Lazarevic. They're pushing.
Yeah, not a bad drive right there by Taylor Hackett, but just once again not able to get it to fall.
Strickland looking to do what she does best, orchestrating off the double screen. She has a wide open lane to the rack, and that's what that passing, threat can do to a defense. They're looking for her to pass first, but no, easy layup.
Yep, just taking it herself right there. Everybody trying to guard a man, get a body on a body, and Strickland's like, okay, well, I'll take it myself.
Great spin move there by Cabello, but she couldn't get it to fall. Lazarevic gets it past half court, working on Anderson. Strickland with the rock. She's dangerous in this second half. Kicks it back out to Santa Cruz.
Great passing right here by the Titans.
Lazarevic wants to go all the way. Doesn't hit anything. Looking for the foul, but doesn't get it. Anderson On the smaller De Silva, spin move. Tries to get it in, and she does. She looks like she was moving in slow motion there.
I like the way Anaya Anderson plays. Great footwork right there, patience, not forcing anything, and able to just basically step her way through without traveling. I mean, she's really been the offense for the Saints when you have Zion McCray on the bench.
And the pass inside to Powell. Looks like that'll be an offensive foul.
Yeah, charge on Queen Power. Second offensive foul of the night.
Parpara will come in for Lazarevic. De Silva will take a rest as well.
And so if you're the Saints, you see Lazarevic heading to the bench right now. This is your time to really try and get back into this game, you got to feel like.
Absolutely. This is the time, the waters aren't filled with sharks right now. So you have to get some type of production as the foul will be called on Queen Powell down low, working.
And finally, they decide to try and go into Mulaney Francis, the tallest player out on the court, which, I mean, if you're a basketball fan, you know that the height of a player means a lot in basketball. And so Mulaney Francis, I feel like they got to try and find a way to get it to her inside.
Quick trigger, looked like that was drawn up. Couldn't get it to fall. Offensive rebound, something we haven't seen really that much from Santa Fe, but they'll turn it over. That's Santa Cruz. And she gets it in transition on the fast break.
I mean, it was a good job of getting the offensive rebound by Anderson, but she just throws it away, and then Santa Cruz able to take advantage.
Another whistle down low. Mulaney Francis looks like she's getting these calls, and if you're a coach, you'll take that for Santa Fe.
Absolutely. I mean, and that's also one of the good things about having somebody of Mulaney Francis' size inside is that you pass it into her, and it's an instant thing that the defense needs to think about. And when you start thinking defensively, you start fouling.
And she misses the first free throw. Not to mention, she hasn't scored in the first two meetings versus the Titans, but she does average 4.2 points per game overall. Let's see if she'll break that curse against it. And she misses both, so still not on the scoreboard.
And I think that's got to be a lot of courtesy to the Titans, although Anderson, once again, working on the offensive boards and able to get it and get the rebound. By the way, the Saints have a minute and 35 in the bonus here at the end of this quarter as the Titans are at 5 fouls.
Yeah, Titans have gotten a little handsy. I think they see that lead up there, and they're starting to play a little fancy, a little too fancy, getting their hands in the cookie jar.
Yeah, if you're the Saints right now, I feel like if you can make a run here and cut this lead to possibly 10, you're right back in this thing. But it's got to start with some stops on defense, and then obviously got to make it free throws.
Strickling handling the rock after Anderson split the free throws, and the referee's right there going to call the foul on Taylor Hackett, the sophomore guard.
Yeah, and I like this by the refs here. These teams, getting a little more, like you said, handsy, a little feisty right now. And so they're trying to, mediate that by calling a good bit of fouls here.
Inbound, Eastern Florida. Strickland handling the rock again. Santa Cruz gets it right back to Strickland. She fires off from three, but couldn't get it to go. Fighting for the board. Look at Santa Cruz on the ground, hustling. And an errant pass from Santa Fe. It'll be the Titans' ball.
And another turnover for the Santa Fe Saints, now passed into double digits. 11 turnovers on the night. And that's not how you win games. I mean, we mentioned it at one of the breaks. You don't get second chance points and you don't keep the ball on offense. And that's usually a recipe for disaster.
It definitely is. When Eastern Florida State controls the offense and defensive boards, they just become twice as competitive against these opponents.
Yeah, Parpara right now just taking it to the Saints on offense, getting to the line.
Parpara shoot 2 here, trying to add to her total tonight. Already up over 15. And she gets the first one to fall.
Yeah, so Lazarevic and Parpara each was 16 tonight, combining for 32.
And she can't get the second one to fall, but she gets her own rebound, tries to put it up. The defense is too stifling there. It'll be the ball for the Santa Fe Saints, excuse me.
But, yeah, right there, if you're Parpara, almost looked like Wilt Chamberlain out there, what he used to do, where he would throw it off the rim and then rebound it himself because 2 points is better than one. But, you know, unable to finish, but you got to love the hustle from your guard if you're Coach Zach Banks. And she's 2 rebounds away from a double-double.
And Cruz, I don't think she's seeing the shots that she wants to see. She's been taking a little quick trigger action, not sure if she's getting rushed, like her mental clock is sped up because of this defense collapsing on her so fast, Max.
Well, a lot of times, you know, when shooters are in a slump, usually the way to get out of it is you keep shooting. But right now, you really just can't see the ball go into the net. 2 for 10 from the field and 1 for 6 from beyond the arc.
Taylor Hackett gets it back to Cruz. Screen. Back to McCray. Let's see if she can get some production going. It's 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Couldn't get it to go. Gets her own rebound, and Parpara gets the foul. A little bit too hard coming in there.
Yeah, right there. I mean, McCray on the nice step back 3. I thought that was going to be good, just a little too strong. But having the wherewithal to get her own rebound, control the ball, and then able to draw the foul. And, you know, Santa Fe, right now, they got their work cut out for them, down 18. But, you know, this is a game that can change on a dime. As quickly as we saw the Titans pull away in the second half, we can see the Saints come back.
McRae misses her first free throw, and, man, that's not how you want to attack the free throw line, trying to claw your way back inside this deficit, Max.
Absolutely. I mean, now they start off the game really good from the charity stripe, but now all the way down to 63%.
And she gets the second one to fall.
That's been a problem for them all season, though, right now. So at the bottom of the Citrus Conference in terms of free throw shooting, only 65% as a team coming into this one. And they're about at that mark tonight. And one of the main things that you practice, especially as a basketball team, is free throw shots. And it looks like the Saints need to continue going back to the drawing board.
Yep, a little heavy defense here playing by Santa Fe, trying to stop the ball from reaching half court. But Strickland gets it, moving the rock. Markovich couldn't get it to go. Strickland gets the rebound, puts it up, and it's good before the buzzer. What a shot there to put the Titans up 20 at the end of the third.
Everything falling for the Titans right now, including that shot by Strickland, just quickly putting it up, fading away. I mean, that's one of the best shots I've seen in this building. And Grace Strickland, I mean, we know she can shoot, and showing it off right there.
I mean, fading away, off balance, just chucking it up. That was like some Steph Curry type of action, Max. I'm impressed.
Yeah, I mean, and if the Titans are hitting those kind of shots going into the fourth quarter, I mean, now this lead all the way up, looks like they're actually going to call it a 2, not a 3. Maybe she got her foot on the line, but still, you're up 19, the most you've been up all game. Nothing can go wrong for the Titans if you're Coach Zach Banks and his squad, but you know, going into this fourth quarter, feel like you just got to, you know, keep playing your basketball. If you're the Santa Fe Saints, you know, not much you can do right now, especially when the home team is hitting those type of shots.
Yeah, it's almost looking like a little bit of desperation might start to set in this fourth quarter for the Saints. Find yourself down almost an insurmountable lead. But, you know, crazier things have happened, Max.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, yeah, there's, you know, speaking of, you know, talking about another sport, football, one of the things as I was watching the Super Bowl this weekend when the Patriots got down by 19 and they scored that first touchdown of the night for them, the Mac Hollins touchdown to make it 19-7. I was like, you never know, because you've seen, you know, the Patriots do it before where they won 28-3 in the Super Bowl. Obviously, this women's basketball, but still, 28-3, that's a 25-point deficit. This is only a 19-point deficit, so if you think of it in those terms, very possible for the Saints.
And the Titans, they double McRae as soon as we get out of the break.
Yeah, they're very aware of who the scorer is.
Anderson gets it to fall from three-pointer. That's one she'd love to see go in the net.
Yeah, if you're going to build up a lead, I mean, you might as well go through Anaya Anderson right now, seeing as they're doubling McCray. She's now at 12 on the night, and that's a good way to start a comeback.
Yep, De Silva handling the rock, almost lost it there. Gets it back, driving on to McCray. They don't call the foul, letting them play. And McCray stays with it.
Nice save right there by the guard.
And double clutching inside the paint is Anderson. And watch out, Titans. You don't want these girls to start going on a run here.
I mean, Anaya Anderson silky smooth right there with the ball. Pump fake and then driving inside.
Wide open Papara. Great ball movement there by the Titans. Stopping an end to that run.
Yep, pass it out, and then you pass it around for a little bit, and they ultimately, Parpara got lost in the sauce right there, wide open, and now she is continuing to have one of her best scoring nights all year tonight, now sitting at looking like 18 points.
Cruz can't get anything to fall from three this game. She's still chucking them. But at this point, you might think she's doing more damage than good. Strickland in the lane. Easy. Make that in her sleep.
Yeah, I mean, Strickland, you know, that's definitely not as hard as the last shot she hit. And right there, easy one at the rim. She started to get going in the second half, now sitting at 8 points.
A little heat check for Anderson, and it's good.
And we're starting to get back to where we were at the end of that second quarter. These teams trading blows. Problem is, if you're the Saints, you can't be trading blows. You need to be giving blows and then not taking blows on the defensive end.
Oh, and a defensive stop here for Anderson. Looks like she's playing both sides of the ball.
I mean, she is just really impressive right now. Getting the steal, just snagging it out of midair. And then offensively, I mean, she's been the go-to girl right here with another shot. Heat check.
And the three is no good for Anderson. But, man, with them doubling McRae off the dribble is making these shooters for Santa Fe being wide open, specifically Anderson. I mean, how do you game plan against that, Max?
Well, I mean, if you're the Titans, you gotta start thinking about who to double now, because no longer is Zion McCray the leading scorer for the Saints. It's Anaya Anderson, who she'll get a breather, but she's now at 16 points, and really it's just adjustments. I mean, the Titans, they made an adjustment to McCray's early scoring by doubling her. Now you got to make an adjustment to Anderson when she comes back in the game.
Desperate three there by the freshman Cabello. Couldn't get it to fall. De Silva working the rock, passing it to Barpara, back to Lazarevic.
Nice two-man game.
Great ball movement here. Here we go. Powell working on a smaller defender. Couldn't get it to go.
It's good defense right there by Keziah Merritt, just staying in front of the taller Queen Powell.
McRae working off the screen. Stop. Pops. Over. Papara. No good. Rebound Powell. Strickland gets it knocked out of her hand, but they'll keep it with the Titans.
Even though you don't get the ball back for your team, Taylor Hackett, that's a nice aggressive play right there in transition. And now we'll see Anaya Anderson come back in. 16-point game. I feel like if you're the Saints, you know, watching basketball, it's a game of runs, and so you look at time, you start to count the seconds on the clock here if you're in the fourth quarter. They can get it to about a 10-point game with, I'd say, 4 minutes to go, about 3 minutes from now, then I'd say they're right back in this thing.
And costly penalty here by Strickland. Couldn't get the ball up the court in time, and the ref calls it.
Yeah, just taking her time right here, and if you're the Titans, you can't get complacent. You know, you're up by 16, but this Saints team has showed that they can score in a hurry with the way they started this fourth quarter.
Boy, what a pep talk that was coming out of that last period, Max. They looked like a totally different team. Driving in the paint was up. Now they're fighting for it on the ground. Jump ball.
That'll be the Titans' ball once again. But right there, I mean, if you're Anaya Anderson, I thought she was going to shoot that three. I mean, she's, already made one tonight. I feel like that wouldn't have been a bad shot, but nonetheless, unable to make it. And now, good job, though, by them getting on the floor and getting scrappy, because now y'all can set up your full court press, which has given the Titans some trouble.
Yep, the last turnover was because of that pressure played by Santa Fe, and Santa Cruz gets off it, finds Parpara. Great basketball Look at the pass in there inside by Parpara finding Santa Cruz.
And what a hezzy by Parpara, not just instantly shooting it up on the baseline whenever she got the ball, and able to be patient and get it to Santa Cruz.
And a little errant pass there. And the ball will go to Eastern Florida State.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised by that call. I thought it was off the Titans, but nonetheless, that's just a bad pass. Just trying to force it in. I understand that I've said it multiple times, Mulaney Francis, who will come out the game, tallest player on the court, but when she has 3 different players on her, that's hard for anybody.
Absolutely.
And they are going to change it. It is Santa Fe ball.
Okay, so the ref did get the right call here, inbound by Santa Fe.
I'm trying to go to Anaya Anderson if I'm the Saints.
And the steal by Parpara. Strickland will bring it up after an errant pass.
Yeah, it looked like the Titans actually baited him, as Anaya Anderson even thought she was open, and she looked like she was, but Parpara, as soon as that pass got off, instantly turned towards the ball and was able to get the steal.
They find De Silva open on the corner. She drives, gets it back to Strickland, and the whistle will be called.
Yeah, it's going to be on Bianca Garcia. Not able to get her feet set inside. Good cut by Strickland. Able to draw the foul. Her 4th foul now. One more, and Bianca Garcia is out of here.
Yep, Merkovich subbing in for Eastern Florida. Parpara.
Yeah, all the starters in the game for the Titans except for the Bruna De Silva, who just subbed out.
Here we go. Santa Cruz has the edge, and she gets it in up over Anderson. When you get on that baseline, Max, it's like almost a game of leverage.
Yeah, I mean, just, found a lane and stuck to it. Super aggressive. I really like that take by Santa Cruz. What a rebound once again by Anderson. I mean, she's the MVP for the Saints.
And she gets it to fall again. 3-pointers. Looks like she's putting this team on her back, Max.
Absolutely. She now leads all scorers with 19 points tonight, having one of her best outings. And the only question is it too little too late?
Yeah, she is having one of her best outings. You remember, she's coming off kind of a production slump, only having 6 points in her last few games, but here she is with a steal.
And now trying to pass it ahead.
Transition, and she tries to save it, but ends up a turnover. Santa Cruz has it. Strickland will walk it up.
Yeah, no need to rush right here if you're the Titans. You got a full 20-second shot clock up there. I would try and dribble this all the way down to as low as you can in the shot clock. It's going to be an off-ball foul. I believe it's going to go against Claudia Ordonez Cabello.
Cabello. That'll be her first foul. Off ball. A little timeout here taken. The Titans 64, Santa Fe 47. Little cushion here if you're Eastern Florida State. You don't want to get too reckless with the rock, so timeout worthwhile. Okay. And we're back. Eastern Florida State College find themselves with a comfortable lead after the timeout. 4:22 left to go in the final period. Eastern Florida State will inbound it. Little wild pass there. Santa Cruz retains.
Yeah, right now, if you're the Titans, you can feel it right now. About to get another win in conference. Still 4:10 to go in the game.
And they'll call the foul.
And I think that's going to be Bianca Garcia, and if that's on her, that's her 5th. And she's done.
Yep, she's out of here. They'll sub in Cruz.
And so that's it for Bianca Garcia, finishing the night 1 for 3 from the field, 0 for 1 from beyond the arc, 2 for 2 at the free throw line. She had 4 rebounds and 4 points, and obviously 5 fouls.
De Silva couldn't get the pull-up jumper to go. She gets her rebound, though, finds Santa Cruz. Lazarevic trying to get the rock.
Yeah, the Titans just slowing down the pace here. Very smart. You don't want any dumb turnovers or bad shots being taken late in this game.
Yep, watching the clock go tick, 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 and Strickland to get the foul as she drove inside the lane on Anderson.
Yeah, able to draw the foul on Anderson, being aggressive. You like to see that from the Titans right now. This late in the game, still playing like it's 0-0.
Yep. Can't let this one get away from you. You got to play like there's still 14 minutes on this clock. And Strickland couldn't get the first one to go.
Yeah, 57% free throw shooter. I know she definitely wants to work on that, but still a great night so far from Grace Strickland. 8 points, also 8 assists.
Yep, she's the team's orchestrator. That's what she's really known for. Not really lighting up the scoreboard, but she will find ways to get her teammates involved.
I mean, that's the reason she's now started 14 straight games, make this her 15th. And she's going to sit down right now. But, yeah, she's really worked her way into this lineup as the orchestrator of the offense.
Inbound to try to get the ball to Papara, but it's stolen by Santa Fe. Working, that's Hackett pulling up the ball down the court. And, they're getting chippy.
Look at the hustle by Anaya Anderson, able to get the offensive rebound and then draw the foul.
Yeah, that was really fast-paced there. Anderson got the rebound. Didn't know what she wanted to do with it. Off balance there. They retain possession.
I mean, her if it wasn't for her aggressiveness right now on the boards, this game would be a lot more. It would be a much bigger deficit for the Saints if it weren't for her.
Exactly. It'll be a lot more lopsided here as McRae gets another triple to fall.
And like I said, I mean, Zion McRae, she's their best three-point shooter, only shot it 4 times from beyond the arc, has made 2 of them, so 50%. Really would have liked to see her do that a little more, but nonetheless, still a 16-point outing for the star freshman guard.
De Silva working with the rock. Papara has it. Thought she had the lane. Gets it to Merkovich. And no good.
Yeah, but a good shot right there. Open shot for Merkovic inside.
Cruz filling it from 3. Still can't get anything to go from outside.
It is just not Castanenon Cruz's night. Now 1 for 9 from beyond the arc.
Yeah, Max. I'm pretty sure it gets to a point now with little under 2:50 to go. You want to start taking some shots that are guaranteed to fall. Trying to claw your way back into this one. Strickland with the handle. Finds Merkovic down low. Easy 2 points.
And that's going to be another assist now at 9 on the night for Strickland. Her season high is 12. What a steal.
What a steal. Getting down in there, finding Lazarevic. And great defensive effort there to stop Lazarevic on that drive.
But Ofer Parpara, I mean, just what a performance tonight. Just all around the court. She's 1 rebound away from a double-double. But right there, what a steal and just falling asleep defensively.
And once again, falling asleep defensively is Santa Fe, leaving De Silva wide open.
You know the coach is going to have some words for them after that, but oh my goodness, Euro step by Anderson.
What a thing of beauty there, getting to her spot, making sure that, her 20 pieces recorded in the books.
Yeah, I mean, she's 1 shot away from passing her season high of 21.
And Strickland gets stripped. Didn't really see the second defender collapsing there down on her. Anderson drives to the lane too hard.
You know she wanted that season high right there. We'll probably get another chance the rest of the way, but unable to finish right there at the basket.
Timeout taken by the Titans. The lead sits now at 18 with the 1:41 to go left in the final period. See what coach draws up here.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Eastern Florida, you basically, for all intents and purposes, got this one in the bag. And if they do, then they'll move up to 10-15 on the year, 5-8 in conference. We were discussing what would have to happen for the Titans to win the Citrus Conference and move on to the FCSSA postseason tournament, and a lot, in short terms, a lot would have to happen. Right now, sitting 5th in the conference of 7, and they would have to win the rest of their games, and then obviously one of those games would be against Daytona State, who right now sits at the top. But if they win the rest of those games, including a win over Daytona State, and then there's also some losses in between there for the teams from 2 to 4, they could be tied for the first spot at the end of the year, and tonight's win would be a great start for that.
Yep, great momentum booster too as well. As you remember, their last outing was a loss. So great way to bounce back here on home court.
Once again, great passing. Oh, what a move.
What a move by Lazarevic. Gets the friendly bounce. She's had herself a night.
Yeah, she's now at 18. Her and Parpara each with 18 points. And now Lazarevic, 2-on-1 opportunity. She's going to take it herself.
Oh, what a drive there. And she didn't even go up with the left fan there, Max. She went up with the right, with the defender right there.
I mean, the way that Lazarevic plays offensively is just so interesting to me. She has just such long arms that she's able to just score at angles that you wouldn't think are even possible. Right there, just scooping it up into the basket from a low angle, like you said, with the right hand. Now at 21 points after knocking down that free throw. Leads all scorers on the night.
What a shot there. I'm still in disbelief, Max. I don't know how she got that shot to fall.
And, I mean, she scored at least 23 in each of the past 4 games, and 5 times this season she has. And she has a chance with a 3 to break that as her season high.
Cruz on the wing, trying to get something going. Finally gets to see the ball go through the net.
Yeah, that's got to feel good if you're casting on Cruz, Even though it's this late in the game, shooting 2 of 14 from the field before that shot. And now she'll sit at 9 points. She has a chance to still get into double digits, even though it hasn't been the best night in terms of scoring.
Yep. Hasn't been her best night. But she gets the and 1 to fall. She's had that cold symbol by her name this whole night, but they get the steal and can't make anything out of it. Santa Cruz with the rebound.
And the entire game can really be encapsulated into that play. There's been chances for the Saints, but they just can't capitalize. And ultimately, the Titans right now going to take their time with the ball.
Santa Fe a little too late, trying to add some length on the floor.
Oh, good pass.
Great feed inside to Powell.
Right there, Larice with a nice feed inside.
We now have a little over 20 seconds left in this game. Looks like the Titans have locked up another conference win. This one at home, and right now they're leading by 20.
Yeah, it's a big one. I mean, and it'd be interesting to see, like you said, this could build some momentum. They got a big one after this one. As we count down the last 22 seconds, it's looking like they are going to get another win. But they got a huge one in 3 days from now here right in this very building against Florida Southwestern State, who is going to be a big jump up in competition from the last place team in the conference in Santa Fe. They'll be playing Florida Southwestern State. And, this Eastern Florida team, the way their schedule has gone is very crazy. Ever since January 10th, it's been win, loss, win, loss, win, loss, win, loss, and then a win today. Let's see if they can string together 2 straight following tonight.
Yep, this, like you said, this one right here was more of a momentum booster going into their next matchup, as their foes then aren't going to be as a cakewalk as this one.
Yeah, I mean, Santa Fe giving some pushback, but ultimately it was the home team Titans coming away with a 20-point win.
And one that was well needed, Max.
Absolutely.
Like we mentioned, coming off of a loss. And this one right here just boosted the morale of the squad. Multiple players for the Titans in double digits.
Absolutely. I mean, 75 points, but really it wasn't the scoring. It was the defense that won Eastern Florida this game, holding Santa Fe to just 55 points on the night. I mean, they really had a defensive masterclass, and it was from top to bottom. I mean, this entire Eastern Florida team had a great game, like you said, but there's two that had amazing games all night, and that was Milicia Lazarevic and Ofer Parpara, who each had, well, Lazarevic finished with 21 after a late three, and Parpara finished with 18, as well as 9 boards, 1 rebound away from a double-double. But combining for 39, just really impressive all around for Eastern Florida.
Absolutely, something that if you're the coach, you love to see. You love to see your squad rallying back, especially in front of the home crowd, making a statement in the Citrus Conference.
Absolutely, 20-point win. It doesn't matter who you're playing. That's always going to send shockwaves through a conference if you're the Titans, as they move up to 10-15, now 5-8 in the conference, and 6-4 at home as well. And so, this is a team that they, like I said, still has a chance at the postseason, but they got through their first test, and like I said, they haven't strung together 2 straight wins ever since November 9th and 24th, when they beat Tallahassee State and South Georgia Tech. They've only had back-to-back wins one time this season. And so, but tonight could be a start. They got Florida Southwestern State on Saturday at 2 p.m. here in this building. So if they are able to win that one, not only would that be their second time winning 2 straight this year, but it would come at a nice time where after that will be their actual last game at home this season. That will be senior night, or senior day, should I say, as the game's at 2 o'clock. But then after that, they got 4 straight road games against St. Petersburg, Hillsborough Community College, Daytona State, and then they end with St. Petersburg. So this is a big win today for the Titans.
Absolutely. That was the women's basketball game versus the Santa Fe Saints in here in Titan Fieldhouse. The women, they come away with the W. Next up, we got the men's basketball squad led by Sean Register facing against Santa Fe. That all comes up at 7:30. Stay tuned, folks.